The deaf takes sound, shit might go round, singing on and on and on and 地に足つけ頭雲抜け進む前に前に前に手をつなげば怖くないからそこまでお前は弱くないからでもいつまでもそばにいないから Believe in my way
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to start our presentation. Last year, we planned a Makabe Town promotion project. We planned a bus tour to Makabe. We aim to bring as many people as possible to Makabe and show them how wonderful this town is. We thought this tour would like to persuade locals to evaluate their hometown and encourage them to become more proactive in making the town better. But the project came to a deadlock. Although there were some who welcomed our idea, others thought that it was a waste of resources and a product plan. We learned that we need not only commercial mind, but also we need to think about public. Please look at our philosophy. Through experience in Makabe, sife learned that sharing some passion with all stakeholders is very important to make a project successful. We decided that sife should act upon three principles: accessible, accountable, and active. We believe that we can embody sife leadership philosophy. Soon we knew that we were right. For many students saw our actions and say that they wanted to join. As you can see on the slide, what started out as a 6-member and 1 project team now has 48 members and consists of 4 projects and 1 administrative body. We also learned that innovation needs to be supported by the community. A community in which participants are working together for a common goal is what we call an innovating community. Our role in Japanese society is to encourage the citizens to take initiative to innovate in their community. Our hypothesis is that the members need to have 2 elements to organize a self-innovating community. One is social mind, the desire to change the community for the better. Members who have this kind of passion express their desire to the people around and have the power to involve others in their movement for change. You can think about Mother Teresa as an example of social mind person. The second element needed is business-minded. The changing purpose needs to be economically efficient as well as ethically appealing. One needs to try to construct a win-win relationship with all its stakeholders, or the project is doomed to fail as in the Makabe project. This is why business skill is needed. This is why business-minded is essential in creating a self-innovating community. You can think about Horyemon as an example. Both Mother Teresa and Horyemon are extreme examples. We think the change maker is someone who has balanced social and business mind. We will show you today what we did implement social mind and business mind to people of all ages living all over Japan. We hope we can show that we have played a small part in forming self-innovating community in Japan and have found models that could potentially be adapted around the world for a better tomorrow.
Thank you. Now I would like to introduce you to the Beta Plus project. Our project is about balancing business skill and on social mind to high school students in rural parts of Japan. Now, my personal interest when I entered university was the development of developing countries. But as I continued my research, I realized that the empowerment of local people is something that is not just important in foreign countries, but also important here at home. Vita Plus's mission focuses on this problem. We recognize that there is an increase in inactive high school students. But then, the precious few who are proactive tend to move out of rural countries for business success and academic success. Because of this trend, the rural areas end up with poor human resources. Now, the type of person that we really need in rural areas are change makers, who are well balanced between social mindedness and business consciousness. They also have to have a sense of ownership toward their hometown. We intend to nourish these new types of leaders by teaching entrepreneurship to high school students in Kochi, Wakayama, and Saga. Now, to accomplish this, we took a two-step approach to foster such entrepreneurs. First, we designed textbooks based on the keio method, focusing on local entrepreneurs and their success stories. Then second, we members went to the rural areas of Japan to actually teach them with the materials made. To make a case, first we actually went to Kochi and Saga and interviewed more than one stakeholder of the regional project that we had decided to cover. Now, through the process of comprehending all the information, connecting the dots into lines, and writing a case, we ourselves gained an understanding of economic dynamics and how to balance business ethics with economic success. Now here is the flow of one of the 3 classes that we taught this year. Now in this case, we first asked the students how they would improve the local Saga marketplace, a place looking more like a ghost town than a shopping market now. Then, after having them share their ideas with one another, we taught them about the 3 C's framework and how business professionals would approach the same task. Now, through this process, the students realized and also gained a sense of ownership toward local problems that lie around them, and thought of ways how they could overcome it. Now, in this way, I think that we taught economic dynamics, how to succeed financially, entrepreneurship, and business ethics to over 150 students. Now, as for results of our project, we are happy to tell you that our students took 1st and 3rd place in the All Kochi presentation contest, explaining their ideas of how they would change their hometown. We feel that the students now have a better understanding and more love toward their hometown now. Also, we were able to have 80% of the students go through the problem-solving process, something that cannot be done passively. These effects, I believe, will lead to the nourishment of change makers who will stay in the rural area towns to innovate Kochi and Saga. Now, as for our future plan, we intend to take our project to the next step this year. First of all, we will increase our interaction with the students in classes. Secondly, we will coordinate internships at local stores and businesses to brush up the students' business skills. Now, in this way, we believe that we can keep the delicate balance between social and business elements. Thank you. Now I would like to pass the